Welcome to another episode of Almost the Weekend. I'm Besa Gordon.
And I'm Curtis Delgardo II, a.k.a. Cuddy.
And of course, we have a lovely show on tap for y'all. Okay, this week, you already know, we're going to go to Portland and tap in with my girl Trey Renee for City Beats. Cuddy's going to have Artist Corner for us. Plus, we're going to tap in with Lady A to learn about her One Seattle Soul. And then, as usual, we're going to end it with our weekend picks. Now, you already know how we like to start off the show. I pass it on over to my buddy Cuddy for the weekend warm-up.
Yep, and so we're back with another weekend warm-up and another weekly challenge. I'm going to try to go off with all my events straight off the dome. So starting off with Wine on the Waterways. This is brought to you by Tasting with Taj. There's a wine tasting cruise that will be happening Saturday, September 20th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. The boat will be taking off from South Lake Union, and you can get your tickets for this event via Eventbrite. Next, we got Rum and Rhythm. This is brought to you by the Out of Towners. This is a outdoor end of summer day party at the Red Lounge from 3 to 9 p.m. and tickets can be found now via Eventbrite. Moving on, we got Where the Function, and this is brought to you by my guys Baskin and Jordan of Night Owl. This is also end of summer day party, and if you've been to one of these before, you know it's a vibe. We was just there celebrating our 10 years, so we're back with the last one for the summer, ending it with a bang. This will be happening from 5 to 10 p.m. at LTD Bar and Grill. You can find tickets now via the link in the Night Owl's bio. So go on Instagram, night.owl, click the link in their bio and get your tickets for last minute tickets or your chance to skip the line. Moving on, we got CP Chris Powell, who is headlining a live show brought to you by Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club. This will also be happening September 21st from 7 to 10 p.m. Tickets can be found via Eventbrite. This is also a special one as CP is a dope comedy and he's a big name. However, Xavier Smith, Seattle's very own, who is a professional basketball player turned comedian, and he has the opportunity to open up for CP Chris Powell. So one of my favorite comedians was someone who is one I grew up with, so shout out to my bro, shout out to Xavier, and make sure you get those tickets. And closing out, just want to remind you that it's going down at the Dollhouse, Sold Out Saturdays featuring Young and So Sleaze this Saturday, September 20th from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Tickets can be found via the Club Dollhouse bio. So go to Instagram and go to Club Dollhouse SEA, like the abbreviation for Seattle. Click that link and get your tickets today.
I know that's
Come
right.
on.
All right, let's jump into my weekend events. First and foremost, we're going to start with something that all of y'all know is very dear to my heart, wrestling. I don't know why the violence just makes me happy, but I'm always very relaxed afterwards. So check this out. DEFY Wrestling, Ian is going down this Friday over at Washington Hall. You can, of course, grab your tickets over at defywrestling.com. This is going to be really, really dope. Killer Cross, formerly known as Karrion Kross, will be in the building. Okay, you also have my girl Nicole Matthews, Evan Rivers, Miles Myers, Clark Connor. And Clark Connor, let me tell you something. He's actually doing an open challenge for the DEFY World Championship. They're already saying that this is a standing room, which means that if you don't have your tickets, you might not be able to get in. So I suggest you grab your tickets now and rather than over at the door. Now, there is also the Self-Care City Scavenger Hunt. This is happening over in Bellingham. I thought this was really, really cool. People are always doing scavenger hunts, but this one is all about self-care and revitalizing how you see self-care. So there's going to be some audible activities. There's going to be some physical activities. There's even going to be reading and writing. So you'll even be able to do some goal setting. You're able to grab these tickets over at Eventbrite, and this is actually happening all weekend long. And it's not just this weekend. It looks like they do this just about every weekend for the rest of the year. Now, you also have Farm Fest. This is a free event happening this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. over at Rainier Beach Urban Farm and Wetlands. Okay, this is a way for you to officially explore the farm. And by the way, this is actually Seattle's largest urban farm. Okay, so definitely pull up. You'll be able to meet llamas, chickens. I know that's really random, but who doesn't like a petting zoo? Okay, there's a fresh fresh cider. I don't know why I couldn't say
Fresh
that.
pressed cider.
And maybe it's just the way it's written on here, but this was a copy and paste from Facebook, so that's not on me. Either who, you can also make tea bags. There's going to be performances, and there will be a smoothie bike that you can try, so it sounds like you'll be able to get a little workout on. This event is being put on by Tilt Alliance, Nurturing Roots, and Friends of Rainier Beach Urban Farms and Wetlands. And by the way, this is a free event. You can grab more information over at facebook.com. Amina is actually going to be in town on Monday, September 22nd. I'm telling you guys now because by next week's show, the event will already have happened and then I wouldn't have told you in time, okay? He's going to be performing over at the Paramount Theater, and believe it or not, he was already in town earlier this week over at WAMU, so apparently he's getting his Seattle vibe going, all right? You can grab those tickets right now over at stgpresents.org. And my last event is Stews Around the World, a global comfort food tour. This is happening in Olympia, Washington, so I do give you guys that warning. But it's really, really cool, okay? It's going down Sunday, September 28th from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. It is a hands-on workshop where you are able to make 2 to 3 hearty stews, okay? There's going to be a West African stew, an Italian stew, and a Moroccan stew. You are able to grab those tickets right now over at eventbrite.com.
Come on, good eats.
Come on,
Olympia a little far, but I'm not gonna hold you. I'm one to travel for food. Like, I'm that type of foodie. I'm not tripping. We can make a whole field trip out of it.
Especially, like, I wanted to say, I would love to say the chef's name, but since I don't want to butcher your name, so I'm going to make sure that it's on the screen. And she's a world-renowned chef that's been in the game for 20 years, okay?
Come on,
so definitely want to pull up and get some of those good eats. Now, coming up next, we are jumping into City Beats with Trey Renee.
Yeah,
of course, it's almost the weekend. Welcome back to Almost the Weekend. I'm Besa Gordon.
And I'm Curtis Delgardo, a.k.a. Cuddy.
And right now, it is time for City Beats. So we are about to hop on I-5 South and tap in with our girl Trey Renee over at the Jammin' 107.5 studios.
Hey, my beautiful sis. Thank you so much because there's so much happening this weekend. Sometimes it's like a little bit and I'm really trying to scour to find events. And then there are so many sometimes where I'm like, I just have to pick and choose. And this is one of those weekends. So we are going to start things off with Friday. Friday, there's an event called So You Got Bars. Yeah. If you think you have bars and you are a youngin', this is a young MC competition. Very exciting. The winner apparently will open for La Russell. So you want to make sure that you have your bars ready, okay? Get your pen to paper, or maybe you freestyle off the dome and you nice like that. That's good. But this is happening. So get yourself together. This is Friday night, Renaissance Commons from 5 to 8 p.m. So I use night loosely because it is the young MC competition. So more like Friday evening, but it's also all ages. So also make sure that you come prepared, with some family-friendly bars as well. The judges will be on hand, and I think this is a really cool way to sort of celebrate the culture, right, with the young MC competition. I'm kind of excited about this. So Friday evening, 5 to 8 at Renaissance Commons, all ages. This is the place to be. So you got bars. So, okay, you got your music situation covered for Friday night. Let's ease on into both Saturday and Sunday for my fashionistas. It is Portland Fashion Week 2025. Yep. It's going down. 24th year of the world's most sustainable fashion week. It's presented by Mercedes-Benz of Wilsonville, which we all know is high-end luxury, right? Well, there are events both Saturday and Sunday at the dealership, which I know you're like, wait a minute, a fashion event at the dealership? Trust me, they transform it into a whole runway situation you do not want to miss. And then there's also events at the Porter Hotel. So these are ticketed events, and I do believe the tickets are still available, but that's Saturday and Sunday. Now, Besa, you are a foodie like myself, yes?
Of course.
You're like, is that a real question? I got something for us, boo. I got something for us.
Do you not see this big back action?
Listen. It goes down. I understand. I'm not mad at it. This is real life, real people, real food, snacks. It's SnackFest 2025. SnackFest, y'all. Yeah.
That's a thing?
It is a whole thing, Saturday and Sunday. SnackFest, if you don't know, is a food-focused festival featuring all your favorite treats. One, by the way, that I'm very excited is Mama D's granola. If you follow me at all on Instagram, you already know that I have fussed at Mama D's for not hooking me up with this granola sooner. She will absolutely be featuring her granola at SnackFest, along with a whole bunch of other vendors. I'm talking about 2 days, Besa, 2 days. All the treats from your hot food vendors, food trucks, snack people, retail even going to be on the scene because, I mean, you know, what goes better with food than trying to get into that outfit? But anyway, all sorts of food and beverage related products. And you ready for this? It's absolutely free. I love free. Free is me.
You can't go wrong with an event that allows you to like go in and enter and check out all the different snacks and then the entry is free. I'm not mad at it.
Trust and believe, 100% free to all. So just come on down. I believe it's at 100. Well, no, it's in Portland. Just make sure you find it, okay? 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. You can find the information because I know my girl Besa is going to have it all there for you. But get ready to experience not just the snacks, but live entertainment, food demos, educational breakout sessions. Some of these things are ticketed, but I mean, come on, you can buy a ticket to actually skip the line. I might have to get that all access pass. There's chef competitions, tastings, private dinners. All of it is there. I'm telling you, SnackFest is going down this entire weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So we have the music lovers covered. We have the fashionistas covered. We have the foodies covered. How about sports fans? Blazer fans, stand up. On Sunday, there is a Trailblazers fan rally going down from noon until 2 at Pioneer Courthouse Square. Super, 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 super exciting. Why? Because we are celebrating the return of our very own Damian Lillard to the team. I know he's still recuperating from that Achilles heel tendon tear, and he's repairing it, but he will be there. He's going to be at this rally to address the crowd and talk about his return. There's also, of course, going to be a street fair involved with various Blazer booths and activities for all the fans, food, music, games. It's going to go from noon until 2. So you want to get there early. You know how it is at Pioneer Courthouse Square. This is obviously a free, open to the public event. Huge, huge rally. And Dame's going to be there on hand to address all the fans. Everybody is very excited about this. Very excited.
Big shout out to Trey Renee for always giving us the amazing events that are going down in Portland. And make sure that you guys keep up with Trey Renee on Jammin' 107.5. She's on weekdays. And you can also watch her TV show called Situations and Conversations on the CW. Okay. Look, we are about to go to another break. But when we come back, let's see. Do you want to do Artist Corner or Lady A?
Let's do Artist Corner.
Okay, let's do Artist Corner. All right, when we come back, Cuddy is going to take it away. What Artist Corner? Of course, it's almost the weekend. Did somebody say 3 times? Oh, I think that was me. Guess what, friends? Starting September 21st, you can watch Back to Basics 3 times. Yes, I said 3. Each weekend. Let me run down the schedule for you. Tap in Saturdays at 10:30 p.m. on Fox 13 Seattle and Sundays at 10 a.m. on Fox 13 Plus, and again every Sunday evening at 8 p.m. on Fox 13 Plus. Hey man, the show's so nice they had to play it thrice. I can't say anything other than tap in with Back to Basics weekends on Fox 13 Seattle.
Welcome back to Almost the Weekend. I'm your co-host, Curtis Delgardo, a.k.a. Cuddy. And so for this week on the Artist Corner, we got a little tips and tricks. You know, I just want to drop a little gem on you. So today we're going to be learning about EPKs. And so for those of you who don't know what an EPK is, this is an electronic press kit. And so for artists, this is your digital resume. So typically when it comes to your 9 to 5, you know, you got your resume, got the school you went to, all your accolades, jobs you've done previously before. This is that for artists. So typically you'll have your bio, you'll have articles that you've been featured in, maybe shows that you've done before in the past, links to your music. It will have your stats when it comes to monthly listeners, your followings via social media. So it's basically a one-stop shop to let anyone who wants to come inquire on your music or to be able to hire you for a job or anything branding-wise, they can have all your information, all your reach, all in one-stop shop. So for artists out there, if you don't have one, make sure to get one, because at the end of the day, you are your brand, you are a walking billboard. And so we just want to make sure when you're out here handling your business and promoting your craft, you're doing it in the right way and people can be able to service you in the right way. So, hey, this is the Artist Corner. This is the EPK, and so make sure we lock in. So that's a wrap for the Artist Corner this week. When we come back, we'll be bringing in my good sis Besa back and doing the Community Corner. So make sure to stay tuned because you're watching Almost the Weekend. And welcome back to Almost the Weekend. I'm your co-host, Curtis Delgardo, a.k.a. Cuddy.
And I'm your co-host, Besa Gordon.
Come on.
Right now it's time for Community Corner, and we are going to be joined by the legendary Lady A to hear more about One Seattle Soul.
Well, the Road to One Seattle Soul is an event. I used to do an event called the Red and White Affair, and I'd been doing it for about 9 years. And it was an event that helped our young people. Within the Rhapsody Project, I wanted to send them to blues camp. So I would have these different affairs every December, and then also would ask people to bring gently used coats and blankets. But it was in December. And this year, I decided I wanted to level up a little bit and decided, along with my co-producer, Joe Siemens from the Rhapsody Project, and co-founder, and along with John Oliver III, to produce The Road to One Seattle Soul, which is a 4-part concert series that launched in June. We were at the Seattle Art Museum on June 5th with local artist Josephine Howell, for all those who know Josephine, R&B queen of everything in between. And then I did an event at King Street Station in the Plaza, and we have an upcoming event on September 20th featuring our very own John Oliver III, who is a renowned and award-winning drummer, producer, songwriter, and storyteller. We're doing this to empower our young people and teach our young folks that we teach. I mean, we're both teaching artists within the Rhapsody Project. And we're teaching them that not just to be an artist is important, but also to give back to your community. So these are free concerts. September 20th is at 5 p.m. at King Street Station, but it all leads to the One Seattle Soul Holiday Concert at the historic Moore Theater, and that's on December 14th at 3 p.m. It is in conjunction with the Seattle Office of Arts and Culture, and we appreciate them for their grant. And this is, as I said, this is a free concert. All we ask is that people bring gently used coats and blankets for our unhoused community. We started early. We've already collected 480 pounds of coats and blankets to date. So we're excited about the event coming up, both events. Please go to LadyABabyBlues.com and you'll see the One Seattle Soul page, or go to the rhapsodyproject.org. Same thing, One Seattle Soul. It's one Seattle, one community, one soul. Y'all, come on out.
Big shout out to Lady A for giving us the deets on One Seattle Soul. Definitely can't wait to actually see how this event pans out this weekend, all right? So look, you guys can grab more information about this event over at rhapsodyproject.org/one-Seattle-soul. I had to make sure I put that in the notes, child.
Oh, you did that. Hello.
In the meantime, in between time, let's see, we just did Artist Corner, so look, I think it's time for Weekend Picks after this.
Yep.
All right, well, shoot. Cuddy. It's time for another break.
Let's do it.
Of course, it's almost the weekend. Welcome back to Almost the Weekend. I'm Besa Gordon.
And I'm Curtis Delgardo.
And right now, it is time for our weekend picks.
Come on, where you to this weekend?
Oh, you know, I'm going to DEFY. Let me tell you something. Was that even a question?
Come
Are you
on.
serious right now?
Is water wet?
Like, little drizzle. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to be at DEFY, living my best life. Seeing Karrion Kross for the first time Killer Kross for the first time in person. And then also seeing this Open Championship challenge. Like, I'm trying to see who's going to step up to the plate.
Come on. That's hard. I'm not mad at it. I think for my weekend pick, I'm definitely going to tap in with Laugh Out Loud Seattle and go to CP, Chris Powell. You know, I got to tap in. Like, I literally watch him all the time on Def Jam with Roast Me, and it's like, so to be able to see him in person, and then also to see my brother go up there and perform and do his thing and be able to open up for him, I think that's going to be dope. So I definitely feel like I'm going to just tap in with the comedy show.
Oh, yeah, and I'm going to Farm Fest.
Oh, yeah, come on. With
I
the
don't know how
wetlands
close I'm going to get to
and
the
the
llamas,
llama
but...
rip pajama. Come on.
I don't know. I don't know how close I'll get the llamas and the chickens, but
Yeah,
we'll
you got to
see.
watch them llamas. Don't they spit on you?
That's why I said I don't know how close I'm going to get to the llamas, but
Chill out, gang.
we definitely going to pull up, okay?
Yeah.
Look, in the meantime, between time, you guys, that is it for this week's episode of Almost the Weekend. Of course, if you would like to do advertising on Almost the Weekend, you can send us an email, advertise@whereweconverge.com, and you can always keep up with me on social media at Besa Gordon.
Come on. And if you want to have your event featured live on the show or on our event calendar, make sure to submit your event at events@whereweconverge.com. And if you want to keep up with me, just make sure to follow me at Cuddy the Sensei. That's CUDDYTHA Sensei.
All right. Well, shoot, until next time, you guys already know what time it is and what is about to go down. You know why? Because
It's almost the weekend.
it's almost the weekend. Bye, guys.
Peace.